What up, guys? This is Richard here with another Rick's Marvel Movie Talk. Now, today I'm going to specifically talk to you about another Ant-Man topic of conversation, specifically with Evangeline Lilly and her character and the possibility that she could be Wasp in the Ant-Man series. Now, I'm going to go on the record here, guys. I don't know much about the Ant-Man comic. I never followed that comic, so I don't know the storyline too much. I do know a little bit about Wasp, however, and this is going from a cinematic standpoint. This isn't just comic. Now, out of a random situation, it's just like a coincidence thing. Like she does every month, Evangeline Lilly changed her hair. She cut her hair again. Everyone kind of made a big fuss about it. Oh, this is the hair for Wasp. She is the character of Wasp. No. It doesn't mean anything. She cut her hair again. I mean, that's like saying Katy Perry dyed her hair a different color, and that color represents the next song of her album. No. It's hair. But there is the big possibility that she could very much be Wasp. I'm going to actually say it's highly probable. I'm not going to say it's going to be true, but I'm also not going to say it's false. It's very, very possible. I'm leaning more towards yes, but I'm not going to confirm anything in my mind yet. Now, here's the reason. One of the main reasons is because she is getting to be such a big actress now. And one of those reasons is because of the Hobbit trilogy and her character in that. She has done films in the past, but with a audience standpoint, she's now becoming more known publicly because of a really well-known franchise. And she's going to be even more known with this franchise coming up. Now, but she also has been a very big actress in the past before the Hobbit trilogy. And Marvel's not going to use someone with that big a name and use them for one scene. And I'm actually going to talk about something else after this, because that actually brings something else to mind that you guys might actually like. But anyway, I am leaning more towards the fact that she could be Wasp, specifically just because of her standing, the fact that Marvel's not going to use that kind of pay for one scene, and that kind of talent for one scene. And if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong on this one, but I think this is true, she's not just signed on for Ant-Man. I think she signed on for another Marvel movie, just it hasn't been officially declared what Marvel movie. It could be Avengers 3, it could be another Ant-Man movie, it could be anything. And she very well just could be a recurring character, like his wife or something. But it is a very, very big possibility she could be Wasp. And I just wanted to get that out there, guys, and I just wanted you to kind of revel your heads in that possibility. Now, bringing on to another subject after talking about this actor's standpoint, Amazing Spider-Man 2. The character of Norman Osborn, played by Robert Redford. It's the same thing. You're not going to use someone like Robert Redford, put him on a bed, and kill him after one scene. You don't pay Robert Redford to die like that. Even if you're going to kill him, you don't pay him to die like that. Now, there's going to be major spoilers here from if you actually... and this is after revealing the box disc set for the bonus features of Amazing Spider-Man 2 DVDs. This doesn't involve the cinema film, because this is actually a deleted scene from the film, which after seeing this, I was highly angered, because this is something that needed to be seen. There is another after credit scene that they actually did not show us. I'm not talking about the X-Men thing that has nothing to do with it. For all you people who actually believe this, no, Spider-Man's not joining the X-Men. That's not happening. It was literally just Sony and Fox saying, please join us together for an after-credit scene, and we'll make each other money. Basically, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. But the after-credit scene, the dark man in the hat, who is known in the credits as the Man in the Shadows, which we've come to know from the movie, is Gustav Fiers, or as other people have called him, the Gentleman. He's actually walking through the Special Projects vault, and the number 3 vault opens up, and what is in there is the cryogenically frozen head of Norman Osborn. He walks up to the head, and he says, "Wake up, old friend." Now, this was the scene that was deleted. This was originally the after-credits scene. And I actually noticed something interesting. If you look in the film, and you watch when Harry is putting on the suit, whenever it's like his back silhouette, and it's all melding into him, you see a little blue light off in the left-hand side. That little blue light is also the head. They did show it in the film, it's just not in a way that we would expect it. Now, this makes more sense to the people who question, why did Norman Osborn look the way he did? Because I was actually one of those people that looked at this film and said, there has gotta be something bigger with this. His face and his features, this can't just be from the disease. Look at his claws. When Harry transforms, his claws end up the same way his dad's did. They were long, goblin-esque. And I said to myself, I'm thinking he tested himself with the spider venom, and that's what caused him to be the way he is. The difference is with Harry has the suit. I don't think the suit was in development when Norman did this, and that's why he didn't know to use it. And by the time it was developed, it was just too late. And then Harry was born and he knew he would have the disease, and he knew that this suit could help him, or with the spider venom or something like that, along those lines. He wanted Harry to have the suit. But anyway, back to subject. This is why Marvel and Sony and all these other studios, this is why they have these big name actors. For the most part, you give them the space for more story arc, for more development. Because when we first heard that Robert Redford was Norman Osborn, everyone went nuts and said, "Oh my God, Robert Redford is the Green Goblin." Because everyone thought he was good, and obviously they were right. Green Goblin was in the movie. Not how we expected it. Loved the movie anyway. Sorry for those who don't. It was a mixed review movie, but I love it. I loved that movie with all my heart. Now, and as we can see, I was right. Most of us were right who thought this. Robert Redford is being used more than we think. There's some kind of plan here. He's gonna be used with Sinister Six. Maybe Mysterio, because he's a severed head. You never know. But he could be used for anything now. And I just want you guys to think about that. There always is the chance for more possibility. There's always the chance for more to come, and for more overarching story. There always are those little teases and those little hints that things give you in films. There is such a thing as overanalyzing a film. You also gotta be paying a little more attention. You have to pay a little attention to what is a tease and a hint and something hidden in plain sight than overanalyzing. Saying that, looking at Norman Osborn's character and his state, that there's something planned with him and that there's going to be something more to him, that's something that could be hinted and teased and shown hidden in plain sight, which we now know is correct. And then there's I'm trying to think of a good example here, guys. then they're saying that Norman Osborn sitting in his bed with his condition, passing it on to Harry. He's giving him the key to the Venom symbiote, or that this key is going to be the reason that the Sinister Six comes together, or some weird convoluted scheme that people come up with. It's a poor way of showing it, but I mean that's overanalyzing it, if you get what I'm trying to say. Overanalyzing, you take the smallest of details and then you make it this huge, big point of the film. It's now I got it. It's basically like saying, if you have seen the movie, it's like saying that the new head of Oscorp is the reason that Harry's driven to do bad, because they've shamed his father. Well, technically this is right, but they shamed his father in such a way that they are the reason he decides to go after Peter, and that they are almost the sole purpose of why he does what he does. It has nothing to do with Harry's blood. It's just a ploy to get revenge on for his father's death. Using Peter is just a scapegoat in some bull crap like that. That is overanalyzing. Now, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want you guys to just take your time when you watch these new superhero movies. Now, I want you to see the things I see, because I love seeing these movies. I love how they adapt these universes. It's a unique experience. And maybe it's just me being me and my love for film, but there is more to what we see in these films. And these studios put them in plain sight. We just don't know it. Think about that, guys, while I sign off.